Hey guys, it's Beauty Queen and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking over Hinovel. I did a video back in November 2020 about Hinovel, and now that I've been under contract with them for months, like 8 months, I finally decided to come on, share my experience now, and just give you all the details that I've found out about along the way and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I have no idea where to start. So for those who don't know what Hinovel is a website kind of like Dream and Wattpad and things like that, except you can get paid for your books. I mean, you can on Dream too, and I'm pretty sure Wattpad's just brought out that feature after many years. But there's free stories that you can read that are completely free, just like Wattpad, and then there's stories where you purchase or earn coins. I think you can get X amount of coins per day, like just free, or you could pay for them, and you go from there and you can then read different stories from people who are under contract or whatever. I was personally reached out to by Hinovel on my Wattpad. I had a bunch of messages. I feel like they do this to a lot of the Wattpad writers though. They just randomly decide, oh, you know, this book could be good, and send you a message, and it's just a generic message. And I had been getting a lot of those messages for like a year, and I had been ignoring them, and then one day I had like 4 come in on the same day from 4 different of these companies, and I'm like, no, like these are just scams. Like, I did not believe it, because I'm very skeptical about these things, because I know that there's not a lot of legit ways to earn money online, because there isn't. And I was like, okay, this is going to be a scam. But I don't know what it was, but I just kept, like the rest of the night, I just kept going back to this one message, and it was from Hinovel. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to message and see what it's about. So I responded with my email, and we got to talking and arranging, and they wanted to publish 3 of my books on their website. And you can have 2 contracts, there's 2 different kinds of contracts. One is a contract, I think you're under contract for 5 years. I don't remember. I still have my contract, but I don't remember exactly what the things are. But there was one contract where you could have it still up on other sites. So like I could have it on Hinovel as well as Wattpad. And that could be the whole story, like, yeah. But you get less royalties coming in from your book because it is on another site. And then there was the contract I took, which are allowed a couple of sample chapters up on the website, so Wattpad for me, and then you just get higher royalties because you redirect them through to the website to read your book. So I picked that one and I spent ages rewriting and editing the 3 books. They're not to the highest standard, I will admit, there's still mistakes. I was just doing a rough edit. I had to put a couple of 1,000 words into a whole story because you have to have a minimum words and chapters and blah blah blah. So I spent a lot of time on that book and editing, and I just did it rough just so I was like, it's not as bad as it was on Wattpad, changed a couple of things around, but it's still quite bad compared to my other stuff for publishing. But I did that and I put it on the site. You get a like editor person. They don't actually edit your books. They're there just to help you with questions. My one always messages me about new books. I swear they always keep coming back to me and going through my Wattpad and be like, oh, do you want to publish this book on? They very much try and always get you to publish more books. Is it legit? Yes. Okay, I have earned money from one of the 3 books, and I'll get into that why. But you do get an advance for each book. So for those who don't know how the normal publishing world works, and by that I mean traditional publishing, not self-publishing, but traditional publishing, you typically get an advance, which you don't have to pay back. And an advance is X amount of money, and you get that depending on if you're publishing a book from idea or if it's completed already. Really just depends, but you get that money, and that is your money to keep no matter what happens with the book. So if you were to publish that book, you have your advance, and then you sell one copy, you're not going to get any money from that one copy, but you get to keep your advance. So it's kind of like a give and take, and they work exactly like that. They give you your advance, but you have to pay off your advance first, and you pay that off with your book, so your book technically does it for you. So I got 3 different advances. I'm not going to say how much I've earned or any of that kind of stuff, but I got 3 advances, and they're in USD, so there was the transfer rate, like from USD to NZD, so yeah. But from there you have paid off. So one of my books has completely paid off its advance, and the other 2 are getting there. And it's not a lot of money you get in. I don't remember how many. I can't tell you how much it is because it's a certain point of royalty, blah blah blah. But don't think I've ever made over I've never made over $1 a day. So each day, you go into your data, so like your analytics, and you can click a start date, an end date, as well as which book you want to look at, or all the books, and you don't have to have a start date or end date. You can just look at everything. But I've never earned over $1 a day. So yeah, and obviously readers, and it has the date, readers, how many people have read your book that day, how many rankers, which I'm pretty sure is just like people who like the book or whatever, I'm not completely sure, and then projected income. I haven't taken any money out of my account since my advance, but I did get paid that advance because I spent my advance on the book cover for Wrongful Love. So I definitely got the advance. So I have no... My cat just decided to stop playing. I have no, thing in the back of my mind saying you're not going to get paid again, because I did get that money. And if you have any troubles, that person who you talk with, they always are keen to help. Their English and writing skills are quite bad, but that's because I swear they're from I don't know what country, but one of the non-native speaking English countries. Yeah. Sorry. But I will give you my data summary other than income. So I have since I published all 3 books on the website, across all 3 books, I have 66,291 readers, 233,609 rankers, and all up words, so across all the books, I have all 3 books total words equals 74,816, which isn't bad. And the one book that earns me money is Rejected Mate, and that has 20,000 words, but it has 50. This one is the reason I have most of my reads. It has 53,174 reads, and I think the next one that's getting close to earning me money. Wait, not that one. I don't think, is it? 10. Yeah, it is. So Double Trouble will be the next one to earn me money because I've almost paid off my advance for Double Trouble. And Double Trouble has 10,000 reads and 30,000 rankers. So I've almost paid off my advance on my second book, and the third book is still a little bit away, but that's fine. I have years left with them. But do I think, for me personally, I think it was a good idea. Obviously for you, if you want to do it, you have to weigh up the pros and cons. But for me personally, it gave me a stepping stone. So the advance paid to get my self-published book Wrongful Love, available on Lulu and Amazon, links in the description, and so is the link to my Hinovel books, they're all in the description, but it gave me the money to buy a book cover for my self-published book, which gave me a very good start into the publishing world, because I then can earn money from 4 different books. At the moment I'm earning money from 2, but once the other 2 are paid off, I'll be earning money from 4 different books. So it gives me a little bit of extra income, and also it gave me the money to be able to get my self-published book finally published, and also it gives me, like, when I talk to agents or for my upcoming books and everything, I have that data to show that I have published and people do read my books. But at the end of the day, you have to weigh up the pros and cons for you personally, and I did it because I was skeptical, but I didn't see the harm in trying. As much as I thought it was a scam at the start, I was like, you know what, I'm going to try. And there was a bit of sketchy stuff right at the start with getting my advance. But that was more because they wanted me to have put it on the website first so that they could see. But that also covers their ass, but it was just like one of those things. But yes. I think it's worth it. It's worth it for me anyway. Everyone's book and journey with writing is different. But I hope this gave you more information on my novel. I feel like I just talked and ranted this whole time. And if so, I'm sorry. But yes, that is just an update on Hinovel for me. As I said, all the links are in the description for Double Trouble, Wrongful Love, Gamer Girl, and Rejected Mate. Rejected Mate, Gamer Girl, and Double Trouble are on Hinovel, and then Wrongful Love is available on Amazon in both paperback and ebook format, as well as it's available on Lulu. Also, all my other social media links are in the description if you want to follow me on, like, my Instagrams or whatever. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this was somewhat helpful, but I should have a bit more writing content coming up, hopefully. I started a writing Instagram, and that's been doing pretty okay. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you're a writer. If you're not, have you read any of my books on Wattpad or Hinovel, or have you purchased Wrongful Love? Let me know in the comments, and if you haven't or don't want to answer that, because that's completely fine, I don't care, let me know who your favourite author is or your favourite book title. And other than that, yeah, I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye guys!